My barbecue twist. We're gonna bring it around town. It's hot. Let's get some stuff done, buddy. All right, got the first couple rows on. Got my mitered edge, and Tanner's helping. Well, working on tile backsplash. We got kind of this edge here. We went ahead and made it flush with the cabinet or the countertop. Did a 45 over, and then it's just a subway half tile design. We're just gonna tile out to probably about the end over there, and then call it for the day. We had a lot of prep. We put red guard or like a waterproof membrane along the entirety of this. I wouldn't consider it overkill. I think it's important, especially if you're just going to use drywall. The drywall or the gypsum board become a better substrate for the tile, so I think it's important, and it's nice to tile too because it's usually makes everything flat. Tile pretty much locks onto it. It likes it. So, but yep, it's coming along slowly but surely. All right, got everything cleaned up thanks to Tanner's help.
Anytime.
And got the backsplash started. There's my 45, not bad. And then I'm gonna do the rest tomorrow. Beep, beep, beep. All right, day 2, back to the tiling job.
Wow,
Does my dogs.
look at that paw.
That's a big Waco.
Pretty muddy paw.
Yeah, big bubba.
Are you ready?
De dos.
Dia dos. I don't speak French.
Dia dos, por favor. All right.
It doesn't sound like Vietnamese to me.
Since that's mixed, tile's all set up. Only thing now is to look at our terrible tile job. Just kidding. Oh, you escaped.
How'd you get out?
They said they put the dog gate up. That's okay.
How'd you get over there?
Oh. What? Looks good?
Yeah, it does.
Thank God. Good heavens, I look a mess. Alright. Day trace. Or as I like to say, I'm tired. We got the big backsplash done. Big backsplash, good lord. We got the big portion of the backsplash done here. It's a nice subway tile design, half tile. We're gonna bring it around town here. Finish her up. Then once that's done, we're going to grout her up, but right now we're just scrubbing because, you know, I can't keep tile clean with nothing. So, I think everything turned out good. The 45s turned out pretty good. Right off the corner there, bam. Looking great. And no thanks to my helper Tannel.
Anytime, you're welcome. Pay me more money.
No.
Okay.
Hello, POV vision.
Anyways, don't mind my... Where's the hole at, dude? Oh, God. PG-13, folks. PG-13. Oh, my God.
You take a big breath in, it protects your lungs.
No, it doesn't. You know when you've got a good mixture when it's the consistency of peanut butter and it stays on your finger like this. See? I like to use the don't mind my mess, Tri-Light adhesive mortar. It's good for everything. But bigger tile you want to have like an extra large XLT version because it's extra polymers and all the fun science things that a big tile needs. So on big huge tiles you need a different type of mortar, but on general purpose work like this I use Tri-Light. It's super lightweight and it looks like marshmallows. My BBQ Twist. These are my favorite chips ever. They're delicious. What? Alright. See, what I like to do, especially behind stoves, is I like to take it all the way across. But it's hard because you have to span this gap. So a guy went ahead and found a piece of wood laying around in the trailer, cut it, made sure it's level, and that way now I have a ledger board for it to go all the way across. You have to do everything you can to make sure things are level. But so far so good. But it's coming together. It's looking real nice. I like the tile choice. The tile is from Menards, I think, is where they bought it at. It's called Prim Ceramic. Let's see if there's an item code. Nope, just oh, here it is. There it is. It's called Isla Morning Fog 2.5 inch by 10 inch. So 2.5 inch by 10 inch. So not bad. It's a pretty good tile. I like it. Here's a close-up of it. So not bad looking tile. So, alright, back to it. All right, we have day 3 of the tile project. There's a little kind of future what it'll look like. That's kind of what it looks like now. Everything's taped off, we're ready to go. We went with this black, just black trim. They didn't have any, what do you call that, end caps for these, I guess. So we just went with like a metal edge, and they were fine with that. We were originally going to bring it out here. They're actually going to repaint their kitchen. That's kind of why we left it like that. But we were going to bring it to this corner, but we thought, oh, that corner, that'd be kind of weird. So what we did was found the end of the countertop, and then we just matched it to that. And they're going to be repainting their cabinets, kind of like a full like mini kitchen remodel. They're going to be repainting their cabinets, their walls. Same thing here. We were unsure of the height. Just went with the base of this cabinet to kind of even it off. Went with a nice 45 on the top for the metal, and then a nice miter for the edges. Same thing on both sides. Got them matched up, laser leveled off, equal heights across, which is kind of satisfying, really. And then kind of got it grouted up to that point. We want a little bit at a time because we don't want there to be haze from the grout. So, and then always caulk those edges, because when you have 2 different planes meeting, they move at different rates. So you always want to caulk your verticals or any change of planes. So just a little bit of more tiling, and then we're done. And then of course my ledger board, you got to give yourself a chance to keep it level across.